am a war machine! I am a war machine!
Alright. 3 panels, 3 papers. So, next part. Just to get going on the taping business also, because you see how they still roll up. Go with the direction of the roll, just kind of fold it in half. Don't make it crease so much, but it'll help stifle the roll a little bit. That crease isn't going to matter in the end anyway. And this is not going to be a pretty piece of furniture, but it will suffice for the purpose it is intended for. So, I dropped the piece of paper. Side A, as you can see, still fits. Ideally all your sides should be about the same, so you don't really need to worry about that. The size of what you cut out. If you are using a rectangular box, it should be fairly obvious what pieces go to what side, but with a square box it really shouldn't matter, because all your sides should be cut out about the same. So, what you're initially going to do is deal with this troublesome tape. Like I said, this tape is not the easiest to work with. It's very old. So, I think we'll just take what we have here. Single sheet of tape, masking tape, 1 corner, 2 corner, 3 corner, and if you can't guess by the previous 3 examples, 4 corner. This makes for very flimsy thingamajig. And the 5th piece I'll just kind of tack up here somewhere. That is to hold it in place. The next step will actually be involving longer pieces of tape, which you will take with difficulty and attach to the sides. Corner pieces are simply there to hold the other pieces, so hold the paper in place while you do this. Because you could just leave it at the corner piece, but I prefer to have mine somewhat reinforced. And once you've got one side reinforced, actually 2 sides reinforced, then I'll show you something to kind of flatten it out, if my tape will cooperate. Like it's not. It's hot in here. Alright. Next part of what you'll do, lift up this side, just kind of smooth it across. That'll help a little bit, not a whole lot, with the springiness. Like I said, it doesn't really matter, but if you want a slightly tighter look, then that's what you do. And then you just take your tape and go over the other two sides of it again. I'm going to finish this up, come back when it's done, and I'll take a picture of a model in it and go over the last little few details involving this. So, be back in a few minutes. Ta-da! Like I said, not the prettiest piece of furniture you can have in your house, but your photography will be all the better for it. Don't worry, we're putting something back there too. So I'm going to do that, which is incredibly simple. I'll just explain it because it'll be too hard for me to angle the camera in here and do it. So I'll be right back and I'll explain how I do it when I'm done with it. The completed piece. I would strongly recommend using actual printer paper of some length. I didn't have any, so I just used some more of the freezer paper. Don't tape it all the way up, or the angle's going to be too sharp. So, I don't know, a quarter of the way down the box. 1, 2 pieces of tape. I'll give you a slope. Then you're fit to take photos. One other thing that I will recommend, however, is something. You should have something. I'll use this cap as an example to go underneath here, because that's where you'll take your model's photo from. As you know, there's a lip here, and the light will reach in, but I just like to have a pedestal so that it's a direct line of light. The last part of it is you're going to need 3 light sources, and that's really the most expensive and difficult part of this. I've got one light up here that you can't see, then I've got one light here, and one light here. If you live in the United States, or really anywhere, they're clamp lamps. You can clamp them on and adjust their direction. These ones were $15 a piece at Plaza Art Supply. But, use a daylight bulb. I'll get into lighting in another video, just following up on something that General Splatton said. But he did it while he was painting another model. So I'll make a vid to explain it thoroughly, so to speak. Alright, so I'm going to take a couple photos of something. I haven't determined what yet, and you guys can see the quality. Alright, so, also, since it's Christmas time, and I already made one of these. See, I made one. If you guys don't feel like making one, first person to tell me they want it, I'll ship it to them. It doesn't weigh too much, so it shouldn't cost me a fortune. So just let me know if you want it. I'll send it to you. You'll be able to see by the photos the quality of photography that you get out of it. I use freezer paper. In this case, I used regular wax paper in the other one. So ideally, this one should be suitable. If not, I'll leave an annotation at the end. But I can assure you the wax paper works because I already built one and took photos with it. So, photos, just let me know if you want it. Alright, thanks guys. Have a good day.